Okay, on this video are SOG fixed blade knives, SOG knives that I recommend, that I use, and can back them up as far as how they hold up, their strength, whatever. I used a lot at work. There's a couple here that are budget friendly. You can buy them anywhere, and I highly recommend them. I have 3 or 4 of each of those. We'll get into that. But this is going to be an overhead video of SOG fixed blade knives that I use, I recommend, and we'll do an overhead video. Okay, these are SOG knives that I use, highly recommend. I've put them through the test. No rust issues, no sharpening issues, no breakage. They hold up fantastic. What I'm going to show you 2 if I can get to it, that are inexpensive. You can buy them anywhere. Those at the bottom, you know what I'm talking about. You can get them at Walmart, Tractor Supply, hardware stores. These are super budget friendly. Get them in any sporting goods. I know several people that have like 2 or 3 they carry. I have a couple in my truck. I have a couple inside the house. I got a couple out here. This is one of them. This is the SOG fill knife. Okay, it's just a great beater knife. I got some guys that go hunting and they take this with them and carry it. That's the SOG fill knife. Inexpensive, very inexpensive, and budget friendly. I'll keep that right there. Sheath has that little slot there for slicing. Just a cheap molded sheath, inexpensive molded sheath. Now this one, another one, same reason. There's the slot with the blade showing. This is a more rubberized handle. This is the SOG Ace. This is very inexpensive. Okay, got soft shifting here. Just a great little budget knife. I got 3 or 4 of them. The great go-tos. I have one in my toolbox in the back of my truck. And frankly, that logo right there looks badass. Very cool. So I'm pretty sure they make this one still. I was just looking at this, Seattle, Washington. So I'm sure they just don't have that one, that logo on there. Maybe they do. That's the SOG Ace. Okay, those were the really budget friendly. Okay, I try to stay budget friendly on some, so because shoot, I'm a retirement plan, retirement pay now, so things have to be budgeted, or what I do, I save up until I pull the trigger. So I'm going to save this one for last. Here's the SOG Seal Strike. This is the blackout version. This little tab right here slides back. Kind of cool. Kind of a gadget. Very cool. You got a sharpener right here for the blade. I don't think I ever pointed that out. Just an awesome blade. Awesome sheath. This is the deluxe sheath. You got metal belt clip right here. Got a push off ramp. And there it is, a harpoon shaped blade. This is Taiwan. It's an Osage steel with a black finish. Got a probably a Kraton, not Kraton, Zytel handle, or GFN handle. That's what that is, with aluminum or stainless insert right there. Check that out. This is the blackout version. This full tang. This thing throws nice. You can see where I've used it. I carried this at work and absolutely love it. Recommend it. This is a great everyday carry. That's all I can say. This is the Pentagon FX Covert Blackout. Okay, just a nice double-edged dagger, nice size for everyday carry. Comes in a nice little sheath, universal clip. You can pocket carry it. And with that one, let's get there's the big brother. I show this all the time. These are knives that I use a lot, so I'm trying to show that today. This is the Pentagon FX. Okay, this is the big boy. These scales are removable. I did a video, I saw it last night. I ought to post that up again. I took the scales off and threw it. So it was really like a throwing knife. Yeah, this is a great knife right here. These are, just to let you know, I wasn't going to do it, but this is Cryo CPM S35E in steel on both of those. This is an AUS 8. Okay, this one I love, absolutely love. I show this all the time. I carry it a lot. I changed the to a loop, a nylon loop. It comes with a tech lock, but this is that SOG Kiku FX blackout, number 242 out of 250. But I just went ahead and started using it because it is now available again. This is the blackout. My card is scale, CPM S35E in steel. Highly recommend it. Nice jipping right there. Save that here on the last. This one I used a lot. I use this a lot prepping for the storms too. This is the Recondo FX. These are available. I like this. It's rubberized. It's something like the can't think of it. Strong Arm, Gerber Strong Arm. It has that rubberized. It is full tang. Look at the serrations on this. So this was great during the wet weather at work. Now this is Cryo 440, okay, with a black finish. Now if you notice, you don't see any rust. Okay, I've got some knives that I took to work that were not, they were more like the 1095, they were the high carbon 1095, 1075 steel, and I had some issues with rust. And what it was, I just had it twice a day, wash them down and oil them. These, I just waited till the end of the day, no problems. This is one of the best ones that SOG's come out with. I modified the sheath. You're going to get a tech lock, but this is the SOG Pillar Blackout. Okay, my card is scales. I showed this the other day. I threw it the other day. Nice jipping. Okay, this is one with a Cerakote finish. It's USA made. This is CPM S35E in steel. Just a great knife, absolutely great balance. I use that quite a bit at work. Okay. Now, these you got to buy one. I mean, they're everywhere, $50 to $60. This is a molded sheath. This is the SOG Seal Pup. Okay, it's an AUS 8 steel. It's Taiwan. It was Second Japan AUS 6 years and years ago. Then for years and years ago, they went to AUS 8 Taiwan, and it still is used. I know some buddies right now, they said they came back after 4 deployments, and this is one of them that they use, and the other one they carried was the Elite, which I have. But here's the molded sheath, okay? Or, this is the way it mostly comes in, a nylon sheath. Got your little pouch, this like so. Very nice. I carried it this way at work. This cleaned up against my keys. This did right here. Then I got smart, or just because I wanted to, because I was experimenting, I made a custom leather sheath. So, and I tried this at work a few times. It worked out great. Absolutely love it. And that's the Seal Pup, people. So I'm going to set that one outside because we've already seen it. I'm going to set the Seal Pup right here. Set the sheath off the side of the leather sheath. This is the SOG Seal Pup Elite. The difference is the jipping here, AUS 8 steel, and I've used this a few times, but not as much as the Seal Pup. Now this one, I have a few buddies that they said they came back home and they're still using it. They actually carried this one with them. They picked it up at the exchange store, and this is one of their carries. It's not issued. This is just they wanted to have another one to carry, and they said these things just held up. Now people, this is AUS 8 steel. You're listening from the pros that used it. Nice and gritty, hard handle, nice and balanced. Notice the color, and that's a little bit different. But you can see the blades on here, how much I've used these. Okay, this is the one I got just a couple of months ago. I had the black tinny for my collection. There's the modified sheath I did. I added a ferrule rod, some paracord, and I've used it. See right up here where I struck the ferrule rod? I've done videos on it. Nice sheath right here. And this is the SOG Tech Buoy Stonewash they just came out with. I had the black finish for my collection. I thought, wow, I'd love to use that. When they came out with the Stonewash, I said, that's it. Because it has that Stonewash, and I have used this a lot. I don't know if you can tell. But what's nice about the Stonewash, had I not had the Stonewash, it would have been something like that. You know what I mean? So this is cool. I'm actually going to use this more today, so I might do another video on it. We'll see. Great knife. Craton handle right there, nice and grippy. SOG Tech Buoy. All are used. And now my number one go-to, I was using it just last week. This is the one I depended on for years at my work. I did a sandwich with it, leather sandwich, because it comes with a tech lock and a Kydex sheath. I added the paracord and I added a drop loop. This was comfortable for me at work. The keys and everything didn't clang. I mean, I was out there early, so I was had to be quiet. Okay, this is the SOG Seal FX blackout partial serrated. Okay, it's got a nice gritty handle. I had made my cart of scales for it. I used that for a while, and I went back to this. You can see where I've taken that off. Somebody asked, what do you do for a living? Well, I was in maintenance. I was a maintenance supervisor. I was a supervisor myself. Actually, I had to overlook, when vendors came on, see that they were doing their thing. But serrations, this is where I needed serrations. People ask, what about serrations? I cut everything, roots, limbs, irrigation pipe, PVC pipe, thick rope. And I use this, I treat it like a saw. Just think of it as a saw. I trench with that, stab it in the ground. I cut around irrigation or a broken main line to cut away the roots, saw it. And that's where all this came from, man. Just a lot of use. I go right to it. That's the SOG Seal FX Blackout Partial Serrated. This is CPM S35EN steel, USA made, Cerakote finish. This is AUS-8 steel too, by the way. I love AUS-8. I love AUS-8 steel. I really do. I love it, absolutely love it. Okay, these are SOG knives that I use on a regular basis. I used at my work. I can verify, I can back them up and say, yeah, these are tough. They can take it. They can take it. And look, there's no rust. How about that? And they stay sharp. Easy to sharpen out of the field, especially the AUS-8. That's why I like it. Okay, y'all take care. SOG out.